Hi, everyone. The purpose of today's video is to go over some basic changes that are going to be happening to ServiceNow. So ServiceNow is going through a upgrade to a new version. There's not going to be a lot that impacts us, just some small user interface changes. So I want to quickly go over what those are, so you guys can kind of get a preview before it goes live. It is expected to go live on January 5th. So just as a little heads up, that's the plan for now. That date could change. We'll keep you up to date, but for right now, it's going to be on the 5th. So when you first log in to the new version of ServiceNow, you're going to be prompted with what you're seeing on the screen now, which is this little pop-up box. So what this pop-up box is doing is just explaining to you what the new changes are. So it's kind of just explaining that you can now pin and unpin that left-hand pane, the navigation pane that you normally see on ServiceNow. You can basically just pin it and unpin it. So you can two options here. You can just click next through these little cards, or you can just go ahead and hit this exit button right up here. All right, so the big thing that everyone needs to focus on is pinning their favorites to this left-hand pane so that it looks similar to how ServiceNow has always looked. So to do that, you're just going to click on the favorites button. Okay, so these are the same navigation options that you would normally see on the left-hand side. To get them to look as they have always looked, you just want to hit this little pin button here in the top right-hand corner. Okay, and now every time you log into ServiceNow, this is what you'll see on the left-hand side. You can do the similar thing for the all option. However, most people should be just using their favorites. There's also a history here that shows the previous work orders that you've looked at, so you can use that as well. I probably wouldn't pin this one. I would keep your favorites pinned. You can only have one pinned at a time, so just always keeping this here on the left-hand side. Another thing I wanted to bring up is that the system may reset some of the defaults that you've set since we've gone live with ServiceNow. One of those is how many work orders you see per page. So if you ever need to reset how many you see per page, usually defaults to, I think, 20. We can go to this little 3 lines up here in the top left-hand corner of any list search. So again, top 3 lines up here, go down to show, and then I always click 100 rows per page. This will increase the amount of work orders that show up on a given page. And that will now set as the default for any list view that you look at throughout ServiceNow, and it'll always stay that way. So those are the 3 kind of changes or things you might just want to be aware of when you first log in on, it might be the 6th by the time you actually see these changes, but this is kind of what to expect. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself, Tom Mix, or Wayne Alexander. Thanks so much.